Moving on now, e-wallet cloning is for real. We're going to tell you a story about how exactly is this being done, and there is big proof to support that bit of news, with 21-year-old Akshay Agarwal becoming a victim of the e-wallet cloning. Akshay Agarwal was in for a complete shock when he registered a request to increase credit limit with the e-wallet company Paytm, but he was fleeced of nearly 47,000 rupees by unscrupulous elements who cloned his Paytm ID. Posing as fake Paytm agents, a group called him up and narrated his transaction details. They had all the information about his transaction details. It was a 5-minute call that was made to him, and they looted nearly 47,000 rupees from his Paytm account. Akshay has now lodged an FIR. The police are investigating the case. Paytm is yet to respond officially to India Today. But this is an alarming bit of news coming of just how, money, in fact, was looted from one particular person who was availing the services of Paytm, and, how this e-wallet was cloned.
I messaged the Paytm department via their app itself, and I received that a call in 1.5 hours, and a person who had all my details, credentials, which I can say that those are the bank details, the Paytm details and my transaction details and everything, and he knew my query completely. So he wanted to address my query, and in order to give me a solution, he put my call on hold and asked me that I should, make my app stay open. And in 5 to 6 minutes of keeping my call on hold, a transaction of 47,000 rupees took place from my account. The moment the transaction took place, I figured out that it's something fishy, and I immediately changed my passwords, and I figured out the person disconnected the call, and the amount was embezzled.
E-wallet cloning, an absolutely alarming, report there coming in. I'm going to go straight across now to the Veena to find out a little bit more about just what exactly happened.
Right, Avantika, let's take our viewers through what exactly has happened with this 21-year-old. Is that he had money in his e-wallet account. Then he contacted on Paytm app, the organization, to increase his credit limit and registered a complaint. Now, after that, he says that he got a call from a caller posing as a Paytm agent, and then is when the fake that is when the transaction happened. Around 46,995 rupees taken away from his account within about 360 seconds, 6 minutes of call, and this is how it could have happened. We have our expert Mohit Yadav, who is joining us. He is director of Bytecode. In fact, Mohit, we were talking about this. How could this fraud have happened? What could be the scenario one of bugging a victim's phone by the hackers?
What we can actually a hacker would have done is he would have infected the phone with a virus, while maybe it could be in a mail, or it could be from any kind of link he have sent with an SMS during the call, or
so step one is hackers bug the victim's phone. That's what happens. So if you get an email or an SMS, they are trying to bug your phone, and that is what a user or a victim could have opened. And this is a zero bug that is not detectable, isn't it, Mohit?
Exactly. This is called a zero-day bug, wherein a virus has been implemented on your phone, and that virus is not detectable by your antivirus or whatever security system is there in your phone. So it's a zero-day bug. If a hacker is compromising your phone in like that, there's no way that you can stop it. So the priority is like to just stop it. You don't have to click on the links.
Absolutely. Let's go through the next steps very, very quickly. The hacker now can access your personal account details because he has bugged your phone. That means now the step 3 is they would call you. They would call you posing as fake e-wallet agent, and they will call you, and that's when the victim is asked questions. That's when the security can be compromised. That's when you can give out your details, because you think it is actually the agent from the company who's calling, but it's actually a fake call that's made to you. And after that, when you're on the call, when you open the app, then what happens?
Well, this technique is called social engineering, wherein the hacker is actually trying on you to click on a link or probably like application. He's trying you open an app, or when he has bugged your phone, he can actually take out the OTPs you have, whatever OTPs are coming, or there could be some bug in the e-wallet servers. So
that could be a second scenario, a bug on the e-wallet server. Avantika, we also want to tell you, we spoke to the Paytm on this particular fraud which is happening, and FIR has been registered. The company though has said they are investigating the matter. They have said the caller did share personal details, which the complainant says, I did not. But the company says he did share in the login details. The question here is also, how will this hacker know that you've placed a KYC request? That means that there is more to the story, and that's where a possibility once again of a server being compromised arises.
Right. In this case, like when we are talking about KYC servers, so probably the case would be that the hacker would have compromised the KYC section of the Paytm, wherein he's actually getting what kind of requests are being implemented by the users from Paytm for KYC upgrades.
Okay, Mohit, very quickly, what should you do to keep your money safe in e-wallets? What should you do?
Never entertain these kinds of calls. Never click on any kind of links which are coming on your email. Never open any kind of documents which are there in your emails from an unknown source. Never open websites which are unauthenticated. Never install applications from unauthenticated sources. Only verified applications.
Verified apps. Otherwise, what happens is that your phone is bugged. So OTP authentication, that is a step process which you're asked to feed in your OTP number for any transaction. That can be bypassed by a hacker very, very easily. So your safety is in your hands. Do not open any suspicious applications, suspicious messages, emails on your phone, because it can be cloned. Like this e-wallet account has been cloned for this complainant. You will be left short of your money. Back to the studio.
All right, Davina, thanks so much for joining us and, just explaining to us just how, these people, unscrupulous elements are out there and are also making those fake calls and probably in that conversation fleecing you of huge amounts of money.